Good evening. My name is Shalani Phillips, and I will begin week 2 assignment, which is multicultural perspective from EDU 372 Educational Psychology. What is multicultural perspective? Multicultural perspective recognizes the potential effect that various social and cultural categories such as age, race, gender, and others may have on social behavior. Common Core Standard. The Common Core Standard covered in the first grade lesson is CCS Math Content 108D7, which is work with addition and subtraction equations. Understand the meaning of an equal sign and determine if equations involving addition and subtraction true or false. Objective. First, students will review the problems on the board that deals with equalities in addition and subtraction. We will determine if the problem is true or false. Next, each child will come to the board and answer a problem based on their knowledge. For example, a student may have this question: 5 plus 2 equals 7. The student will be able to add 5 plus 2 to get the answer. If the answer equals 7, then the problem is true. Another student will come to the board and answer a problem: 10 minus 4 equals 1. The student will be able to identify the answer to 10 minus 4. If the answer not equals to 1, then it's false. Lastly, every child will be able to know the equal sign. Another lesson they will learn is identifying less and greater than. These symbols are identified as shown here. Integration of content. This first element, which is integration, will help students advance in the level of mathematics by problem solving. Children can use any object to help them count to solve equalities in numbering. For a different culture, it is a fundamental experience in identifying numbers from their heritage to American numbers. They can share their knowledge with their parents in teaching them how to identify tools of mathematics. Reducing prejudice. This learning activity reduces prejudice by grouping students on how to formulate numbers in an equation. Students will be able to use flashcards to solve equalities. Often there are children who are not familiar in this lesson. This will be a great opportunity to socialize and gather information based on what they have learned as a group. Making teaching edible. This learning activity makes teaching edible by gathering all children from different cultures together. It reduces racial, social class, and gender inequalities. The instructional approach will provide each child to achieve the highest potential level. Students will be able to watch videos such as Schoolhouse Rock and Sesame Street to show characters demonstrating mathematics from different cultures. Empowering learners. This learning activity empowers learners how to accumulate what they have learned from each lesson daily. They will have the formative knowledge to see objects and using them as a tool of counting numbers and inequalities in a traditional or a special classroom. Students will feel comfortable answering questions, completing homework, and tests. The knowledge kept in their minds will help them continue their success throughout their elementary, high school, and beyond. Construction of knowledge. This learning activity embraces the construction of knowledge by enhancing fixed learners into group learners. Mathematical concepts based on cultural perspectives allow not only to reflect and appreciate one culture, but to share their tradition to others. For example, a teacher will have a group project identifying equalities using a number. A pair of students will find addition and subtraction problems equal to 10 by using objects and explaining their reasons. Parents can also help them with equalities at home by gaining access to educational websites. My experience when I was in high school. As I attended school, I was a fifth learner. It was difficult for me to catch up with learners who know more efficiently. I had issues with my speech and cognitive. I was pulled from a traditional classroom each day to get my proper lesson I needed to pertaining to math. It took almost 4 years of my school beginning with my elementary level to jog back on track. It is important to provide tutors and therapists to help students who are in need of help. I am not afraid of telling others my experience in the classroom because others who are going through this situation can learn more and accomplish their goal throughout their grade levels. Reflection. Identifying the five components of multicultural education is important in becoming a teacher. This is a huge stepping stone in inclusion and evaluate each student's strengths and weaknesses in any particular subject. These components are a major role in helping one child to the next. Also, encourage students to never give up. As a teacher, I want to use components in the classroom by performing these one by one with all students. It may be a wrong turn to take, but in the end, I will continue to work hard for my students in making them achieve and succeed for their future. This will be an observing process to develop, but interesting throughout my long-term career. Then, I hope you enjoy this presentation and have a blessed night.